Let's get right into it. Number 8. The contagious mouth stretch. Have you ever noticed how, when someone yawns, you suddenly feel the urge to yawn too? It's like a wave passing through a room. Scientists still haven't figured out exactly why this happens. And it's not just humans. Dogs, birds, and even some reptiles can catch yawns from others. Interestingly, you're more likely to catch a yawn from someone you know than from a stranger. It's almost as if your brain has a VIP list for whose yawns it copies. Some scientists think yawning has something to do with cooling down the brain, sort of like giving your brain an air conditioning break. But that theory doesn't explain why yawns are so contagious. Another idea is that contagious yawning helped our ancestors stay alert. Picture a group of early humans sitting around. One person starts yawning, and soon everyone follows, making the whole group more awake and aware. Nature's version of handing out an energy drink. Others believe it's connected to empathy and social bonding, possibly involving special mirror neurons in the brain. For a long time, scientists thought yawning was about getting more oxygen, but that theory has been disproven. Interestingly, babies don't start catching yawns until they're about 4 years old. Even just watching a video of someone yawning can trigger a yawn in you. In fact, reading or hearing about yawning right now might have made you yawn.
Number 7. The runner's annoying stab. You're out for a jog, feeling great, when suddenly it feels like someone just stuck a knife in your side. That's the dreaded side stitch, a pain that's been ruining workouts for centuries. Even Shakespeare mentioned this stabbing pain. Doctors and scientists still can't agree on exactly what causes it. Some believe it happens when your organs, like your liver and stomach, bounce around and tug on tiny ligaments connected to your diaphragm, sending pain signals. Others think the diaphragm itself cramps up because it isn't getting enough blood while you exercise. There are also experts who suspect your internal organs are just tired of being jostled around. And it's not just a problem for beginners. Even professional athletes get side stitches. About 70% of runners report getting these pains at least once a year. It's not limited to running either. Horse riders experience them too, apparently because the bouncing motion can trigger the same pain. Drinking sugary drinks before running can make side stitches even worse. Number 6. Tasting colors and hearing shapes. Imagine biting into an apple and seeing the color blue explode in your mind, or hearing a car horn and suddenly tasting chocolate. This is called synesthesia, and scientists still can't fully explain how it works. It's as if your brain's wiring got crossed during development. About 2 to 4% of people have this condition. These sensory crossovers aren't random either. If the number 7 looks blue to someone with synesthesia, it will always be blue, every single time. Scientists have tested this. People shown the same things months apart always report the same cross-sensory experiences. Some people with synesthesia can even taste shapes, like taking a bite of a sandwich and tasting a triangle. Others see specific colors when they look at numbers or letters. Scientists think it might be caused by extra connections in the brain that didn't get pruned during development, almost like the brain kept some beta features that most people's brains delete. We might all have had these connections as babies. Scientists believe newborn brains start with these links, but most people lose them as they grow up. Synesthesia also tends to run in families, but there's still no clear answer for why it happens or why certain senses get mixed up and not others. Number 5. The musical skin tingle puzzle. Some people get random tingles down their spine when listening to music, those goosebumps that ripple across the skin during the perfect part of a song. Scientists call this frisson, and they're still figuring out how it really works. Only about half of all people can even experience these musical chills. If you do get these tingles, your brain is actually built a bit differently. Brain scans have shown that people who feel frisson have more wiring between their emotional centers and the parts that process sound. It's almost like having a premium sound system built into your head. These tingles aren't just caused by music. Some people get them from watching sunsets, emotional movie scenes, or even really powerful art. Scientists know that the brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical, during frisson, but they still can't explain why the body responds with actual physical chills. Some researchers think these chills might have helped our ancestors bond during tribal rituals through synchronized goosebumps. Others believe it could be an ancient warning system that's now been rewired to respond to beauty instead of danger. Despite all the research, scientists still don't fully understand why some people's brains are wired for these tingles and others aren't, or why an emotional moment makes our arm hair stand up. Number 4. The tickle torture response. Imagine being strapped to a chair while someone runs their fingers along your ribs. You start laughing uncontrollably.
Even if you're actually distressed, your body still betrays you with laughter. Scientists still can't fully explain why this happens. They know it starts with sensitive nerve endings, sending signals to your brain. But the real reason a simple touch can make us lose control with laughter remains a mystery. One theory is that it's an ancient defense mechanism. That light, feathery feeling of being tickled is similar to the sensation of bugs or parasites crawling on your skin. Our ancestors might have evolved this response to protect themselves. A sudden, uncontrollable spasm could save your life if you were covered in prehistoric ticks, but that doesn't explain why we laugh instead of just jumping away. Interestingly, you can't tickle yourself because your brain knows it's coming and shuts down the response. Tickling occupies a weird space between pleasure and panic. Your body can't decide if it's having fun or being tortured. That's because tickling activates both the pleasure and pain centers in your brain at the same time. This confusion is part of the reason why tickling has been used as a form of torture throughout history. Even rats laugh when they're tickled, as scientists have discovered using special microphones. And just like humans, rats only laugh when tickled by someone else. We still don't know why some spots are more ticklish than others. Number 3. When words hide in your brain. Sometimes, a word is right there on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't quite grab it. This is called the tip of the tongue phenomenon. Your brain knows the word is real. It even knows the meaning. And you might recall the first letter, how many syllables it has, or words that sound similar, but the actual word stays hidden, like a remote lost behind the couch. This happens in every language and culture around the world. Even people who use sign language experience it. Scientists have two main theories about why it happens. One theory says the word is there, but the signal to reach it is just too weak. The other theory suggests your brain is making guesses based on fragments of information, like solving a puzzle with missing pieces. As you get older, this happens more often. Brain scans show certain parts of the brain lighting up during these moments, but scientists still don't know exactly what's going wrong. Sometimes, the word just pops into your head hours later, often when you're doing something completely unrelated, like suddenly shouting out Chris Pratt while doing the dishes. Number 2. Placebo power. Imagine taking a sugar pill for your headache, and the pain actually goes away. That's the power of the placebo effect. Your brain doesn't know the medicine is fake. It starts producing its own natural painkillers just because you believe the pill will work. Scientists have seen this happen in brain scans. When people take placebos for pain, the parts of the brain that handle pain relief light up. It's as if your brain is its own drug dealer, pumping out chemicals just because you tricked it. These natural painkillers are called endorphins. Even when people know they're taking a fake pill, sometimes it still works. Just the ritual of taking a pill can fool your brain into healing mode. In one study, migraine sufferers were given sugar pills and told it was medicine. Amazingly, half of them felt better, even though they were basically eating candy. The placebo effect isn't just about pain either. Placebos can help with things like nausea, insomnia, and even mood problems. But there's a darker side too. If you believe something will hurt you, your brain can actually make you feel sick. This is called the nocebo effect. Placebo's evil twin. Your brain can create real pain just because you expect it. Scientists still can't fully explain how our thoughts can cause such real physical changes in our bodies. We all have this built-in pharmacy in our heads, but nobody knows exactly how to control it. Number 1. Brain tingles from ASMR. Imagine watching a video of someone whispering or gently tapping their fingernails, and suddenly your brain starts to tingle. Not like a headache, but more like tiny bubbles fizzing across your scalp. That's ASMR, or Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. These tingles usually start at your scalp and trickle down your neck and spine like a pleasant wave of static electricity. But it's not just any sound that triggers this reaction. It has to be something specific, like soft whispers, careful tapping, or even the sound of pages turning in a book. Some people get these tingles from watching someone fold towels or pretend to do their makeup. Scientists are still trying to figure out why only some people get these tingles from ASMR triggers. Two people can watch the same video. One might feel absolute bliss, while the other feels nothing at all. Some researchers think it might be the brain mixing up senses, interpreting a soft whisper as a gentle touch. It's almost as if your brain is getting a gentle massage from sound waves. Other theories connect it to comforting memories, like being cared for as a child, gentle hair brushing, or soft speech. Your brain might recreate that feeling through these sounds. Doctors have found that ASMR tingles actually change your body. Your heart rate slows down, you get super relaxed, and your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine. It's like your brain is giving itself a spa day. all triggered by someone whispering about their grocery list. But nobody really knows why these sounds trigger physical sensations or why only certain people can feel it. It's like your brain has a secret pleasure button that only certain sounds can press. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future, so subscribe to see them.